With more than 50 years of experience, Abbas has an exceptional track record of delivering results across Pakistan and Middle East regions. He has been with the company for 12 years and previously served as the marketing manager for still beverages in the Middle East region and as the marketing manager for Coca-Cola for the PR region, where he launched the iconic Zalima Coca-Cola Pilave campaign. During his tenure, Coca-Cola has grown by leaps and bounds within Pakistan and globally. Coca-Cola in Pakistan has become twice the size of Pepsi-Cola. And I was just talking to Abbas and he said that the gap between Coke and Pepsi, which was quite large a few years ago, has been reduced to 6% between Coke and Pepsi, which is a big achievement. And it has reached the highest ever brand love and has become the best performing market globally. Abbas has secured major recognition for Coca-Cola, winning the coveted top brand award for 2 years consecutively and winning best in class for bravery. So ladies and gentlemen, let me request Abbas to join us on the stage and make his presentation. Mr. Abbas Islam.
Assalamu alaikum ji. Thank you very much. मेरे बहुत अच्छे यहाँ पे दोस्त बैठे हुए हैं, बहुत सारे, उनको देख के बहुत खुशी हो रही है. तालिब साहब, जगदीश, राहीम और बहुत सारे और दोस्त यहाँ मौजूद हैं. आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपके यहाँ आने का और आपकी वजह से ही महफिल जमी है. तो सबसे पहले आप सबके लिए तालियां. तो मेरे पास एक प्रेजेंटेशन है, लेकिन प्रेजेंटेशन का मकसद सिर्फ ये है कि एक हमारी डिस्कशन में एक गाइडेंस हो. What I really like is that if you have any question, please ask. Let's make this an interactive session. Let's make this a dialogue rather than a one-way presentation. And if you ask a good question, I also have a gift for you. Right? Very good. So before I start the presentation, because I'm going to talk about something which is part of our company and it's very dear to many people in our company, I have to give a legal disclaimer that anything that I will share with you will only be something which is out there in the public domain, and I cannot share any company's private data. So I hope that's clear. Now we can move beyond this. So what we want to talk about today is Coke Studio, which is something that is made in Pakistan, for Pakistan, and it has gone global. And with that, what we like to do is generally to give recognition to this country that we all love through the national anthem. So I'll request that if you can all rise for just 2 minutes and listen to our national anthem. गाने का और मजा आता, तराने का और मजा आता अगर साउंड पूरी होती तो उस वक्त कंप्यूटर साउंड बोल रही थी। एनीवेज, बाकी हम जो गाने सुनेंगे कोक स्टूडियो के उसमें हमारी साउंड और अच्छी होती है और इंशाल्लाह अगर आपको दिल करे, आपको गाने अच्छे लगे तो आप मिलकर गा भी सकते हैं। So Coke Studio Pakistan, it is the pride of Pakistan in a way because this is one program which is produced here and it is seen by Pakistanis, Indians, Bangladeshis and a lot of other people who speak the languages that we produce the music in about 183 countries across the world. This is a number given by Google. And they themselves were surprised that there is one program which has that massive reach. Coke Studio started in Pakistan in 2008, so it's almost been 10 years now. In this time period, Coke Studio has been exported to many other parts of the world. So right now there are 20 other countries other than Pakistan who produce Coke Studio of their own. And the inspiration started from Pakistan. This is also a matter of great joy and honor for all of us as Pakistanis that we created something. It's our heritage which is inspired so many other nations across the world. Another interesting thing about Coke Studio is that it has been recognized globally in major publications. So you can see articles have been written about it in Economist, CNN, BBC, Adweek, and you can keep on naming a lot of major publications which are international. And right now we're not talking about regional publications which include a lot of Indian publications as well. So again, a matter of great joy and honor for all of us together as Pakistanis because it's our culture that is being exported. Now something very interesting happened.
क्या ये अच्छा नहीं होगा कि फॉरेन सेक्रेटरीज के साथ महेंद्र सिंह धोनी, मिसबाहुल हक, आपदा परवीन और शोएब मंसूरी बैठ जाए?
देखिए क्रिकेटर्स का तो मुझे बिल्कुल दिलचस्पी नहीं है मुझे क्रिकेट में, लेकिन ये जो कोक स्टूडियो वाले जो है ना आपके यहाँ, अगर कोक स्टूडियो पाकिस्तान अगर हमारे यहाँ आ जाए ना तो हम कश्मीर भी देने के लिए तैयार हैं। प्लीज आज पीडीपी और बीजेपी के बीच अभी संडे को गवर्नमेंट बन रही है नहीं।
So did you get this? ये एक इंडियन जर्नलिस्ट खातून है जिनका हम भी इंटरव्यू ले रहे हैं और वो ये कह रहे हैं कि आप हमें कोक स्टूडियो पाकिस्तान ले लें और कश्मीर ले लें। So think of this as an honor for what we have done together. और अगर ये एयरवे पे होता तो आई एम श्योर इससे बेहतर और बयान आता। So Coke Studio Pakistan is also the biggest digital asset in this country. All the views on Coke Studio, only YouTube is more than 1 billion over the last 10 years. And more than 3.2 billion minutes of watched content has been there for all across the world. And also another interesting part is that for Coca-Cola company which operates in 206 countries, and for perspective, Coca-Cola company has a wider footprint than United Nations. So United Nations is in 194 countries and Coca-Cola is in 206 countries. And so Coca-Cola is all over scale. The biggest digital asset of Coca-Cola company is also Coke Studio Pakistan. And the top, please get more the color. और जो top 5 videos produced by Coca-Cola anywhere in the world and across whatever time period you want to take are from Pakistan Coke Studio. The biggest one of them, which many people actually don't realize, is Afni Afni from Coke Studio Season 9, which was also the launch pad for one of our very good friends and artist Momina, this will give you. And the number 2 is Adi Muslim ka Tajdar Haram, and these are the only 2 videos from Pakistan which have crossed 100 million views on YouTube. So now let's also talk about what happened with Coca-Cola brand and how did Coke Studio come to life. So when we talk about so basically it is almost like a generational saga. So most of the people who will be in this room actually would have grown up knowing that Pepsi is the biggest consumer brand in Pakistan, and I talk about it across all categories. There was no other brand which is bigger than Pepsi. And this is the generation which is Generation X. I belong to that. I think this visual will remind a lot of people of the songs that they grew up on. But you fast forward a few years, and this is the new generation, which is we call as millennials, people who were born after 1984. For them, reality is different. And perhaps, because we are in Karachi and our Coca-Cola distribution is not very good here, so you might not feel it, but at a national level, as sir you were mentioning earlier, Coca-Cola has doubled the size of Pepsi. And all of that turnaround has happened in the last 10 years in a category which doesn't move too fast. So right now, the kids who are growing up, for them, when they think of a beverage brand, they think of Coke first. And one of the key reasons for that is Coke Studio. So when this turnaround was happening, and this back in 2006-07, and I remember I had just recently joined Coca-Cola company as a young brand manager, and we were in a position which was not very admirable. We used to have about 23% market share, and Coca-Cola brand used to have about 9% share. We used to be on air for the marketeers in the room. They would relate to it. We could advertise for only 4 or 5 months in a year, when Pepsi used to advertise for 12 months, and we used to have any celebrity from cricket, music, entertainment that you can think of. But the idea was clear that once you're coming in, we as the company are the biggest beverage company in the world. So in a market like Pakistan, which was set for growth and is still set for growth, there was no reason why we should not go in with a full blast. So the challenge was given to us that, look, there is a generation which is gone. It is the Pepsi generation. However, new generation is coming up. Their generation should be Coca-Cola generation. So we set about trying to understand this new generation which is coming up and trying to understand what their real frustrations are and how could we overcome them. So this is something that we call cultural leadership. So this is a very important term for all the young and budding marketeers and advertising professionals in this room. This is something which can help turn around almost any brand. So it's a big statement, but it's been proven. And Coca-Cola's turnaround story is a big testimony for this. So what does it mean, cultural leadership? What it means is that you identify a major social change that all of us are feeling, and we all feel very, very passionately about it, and then try to solve it. And therefore, many times, and this is one of my top marketing lessons in my last 15 years of career, so many times people come in and they try to identify a small problem and fix it. This is perhaps the worst thing we can do to ourselves. As one of my previous bosses used to say, the worst thing you can do to yourself is to set a low benchmark and then achieve it. Right? So, identify a big problem and then try to resolve it, and even if you don't succeed the first time, second or third time you will get it, and the day you get it, you would have made it. And that's what we try to do. So we are trying to understand that what was happening in Pakistan. And it was very clear that Pakistan is a country which was divided. So go back to 2006, 9/11 was still fresh in our memories. There was a pressure for Pakistan to modernize, and there was another element which was saying that Pakistan should stick to its own core values. And we really did not know that what is the real Pakistani identity. And I think still we don't know. This is my personal point of view. Still we are struggling as a nation to identify that one point of view. But at that time, right after 9/11, when we were asked to either join the forces or be stoned to Stone Ages or be bombed to Stone Ages, this was a very, very pertinent tension. And at that time, we took inspiration from the biggest music maestro that perhaps our continent has seen, Ustad Nusrat Ali Khan Sahab. And the inspiration came that, you know what, you don't have to choose. It should not be either or. It could also be and. And that's his genius, the genius of and. Because what did he do? He said, let me take Qawwali, which is as traditional, as perhaps religious as